Hello? Grandma, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, it's probably, hold on, and my phone's overheating. Hold on. Ow. Can you hear me? No, I'm not talking. Okay. No, it's because my phone, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to my grandma. It's because my phone is, can you hear me better? Okay, it's because my phone's overheating. Can you hear me clear? I'm good. It's hot over here. Is it hot over there? Oh, that sounds nice. My fan is all the way in the living room. Anywho, I have some good news for you. I started my own business company. It's called Parental Rights Matter, LLC. LLC. L, like as in Larry, two L's, which would be two letters. No, okay. Yeah, I have that. I already have that. I got that already. It's the Secretary of California. Yes. Oh, see, even my grandma's, you learned something, see? I said, see, you learned something too, right? Thank you. I haven't figured that part out yet. It's just started, it's just begun, and I honestly want to do it right. Like, I don't want to, put it this way, I don't want to just like put it together and then it end up falling apart. And I want to precisely, with the help of God, because God, actually, to be quite honest, Grandma, although I've always dreamed about this, the how do I say this, like the actual decision part about it all, why I even decided to go, like, actually do this, was God. He basically told me, yeah, he told me. He told me, all right. And I said, okay, here I go. I, does weed count? I said, does my weed card expired? Does that count? Yeah. I said I have a weed card. My weed card expired. I said, does that count? It was a joke. No, in California, you have to carry a card with you. It's expired though. You have to renew it every year. Yes. Yes. Everything, including violence. uh, I have to talk to you about. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Listen. Oh, shoot. Yeah. He goes. Yeah. Grandma, hold on, please, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hello? You should have made it to drink. You can over here. Hello? Hello? Hold on. Okay. Okay, so here, I'm listening. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, that was a long time ago. Oh, not that. No, like maybe like in April. A couple weeks. Okay. Yeah. Another kind of second surprise for you, Grandma. So I said before you go any further, I have a kind of like a second surprise for you. So I have a second, like number, like a second, like Lexi, she's the second child. I said second, I have a second surprise for you. Yes. Sorry, I couldn't think of the other word. I have so much on my mind. And it's hot in this room. Guess where? I said it's so hot in this room. So where Pastor Al is, I forgot. He doesn't really like to be called that anymore. Okay. Oh, yes. So just a fair warning. Yeah. No, so wait, hold on. So he's close to me. He's in Hesperia. So, like you said, and you're correct, he does not have his own, but he does have like his regular, places, congregations, whatever you want to call it. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Which is, okay, so I was going to ask you if I actually wanted to go today, the 25th. I actually wanted to go today, but it would have been not enough time. It would have been short notice for you. Excuse me. But would you like to, the next time he does have a service, because he has services online like almost every day, but on the weekends he has, like, I think Saturday and Sunday he goes out, like sometimes he's in Linwood, sometimes he's over here. But the next time he's over this way, would you like for me to pick you up and us go? Yeah. Okay. Well, can we make what's it called, a compromise? Because I had to lay in bed and I'm not, trust me, I probably don't compare anything to you, Grandma. But my stomach problem is something too. But I had to lay down all day yesterday. I honestly did not get up until like right before I called you. So it went. Huh. Mhm. Oh wow. Oh nice. I know of I know a God. Is that it? Is it called I Know a God? Oh, I've been wanting to read that one. Yes. No, he told me, well, he just told me about it. But anyways, yeah. I Oh, I have to read it with you. Mhm. Yes. Mhm. Wow. Have you listened to it yet? You like it? Oh, okay. That's so nice. That's so nice of her. That's awesome. I'm so glad. I was just, you know what's funny? I'm really serious. I was just thinking that yesterday because it dawned on me. I was like, I remembered the book title and I was like, oh, I want to save enough money to get it. And then I forgot. But I think it's called I Know God. I think that's what you got. So did she ship it out yet or have you got it yet? Have you actually got it in the mail? Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, well yeah. Oh, that's so nice. I can't. That is so awesome. Yeah. Uh-huh. Right? It sounds kind of. I don't know. It doesn't sound right, right? It's like no, you're Pastor Al to me. I don't care. You want to know something else? Because I don't know because he has blue eyes now. Did he have blue? I don't remember him having blue eyes. I think they're contacts. Well, he does now. Oh, well, they look pretty natural. It's crazy. Yeah, they really do. They look like his natural color. But anyways, remember I told you, Grandma? Oh my goodness, and I can't just be like, Grandma, remember I told you I seen him at the casino? I'm not kidding you. It was him. I don't. Huh? Huh? What happened? Yes. Why? Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Yeah. Mhm. uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Mhm. Oh, wow. Good. Okay. You want me to find that picture for you? Okay, well just tell him my name. I'm the only Brianna. Well, actually, yeah, I'm the only Brianna. Tell him my name, my full name, just to look up Brianna Janae Cons, and I can get the picture like that. Yeah, or just tell him to add me, or send me a message, and then I'll go from there. I don't need I just need, yeah, just tell him my name, and then no, no, it's my name. It doesn't come up with my phone number. It's just my name. It has to be my whole Brianna Janae Kant. Yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Or Parental Matters. No, for real though. I said, or tell him to look at my company, Parental Rights Matters, and I'll pop up. Mhm. Yes. Mhm. Okay. Well, yes. Okay. So here, hit that. Thank you. So at least I know that's. At least I know I'm not as dumb as I thought I was. Or other people. Well, I almost kind of scared myself now. Um, I I'm for sure know that I'm actually, this is how I'm going the right direction. Okay. Because it's going to work out, okay? Because it's just, it is, because I have no doubt in my mind. However, whatever, God will make a way, and I'm certain of it. So I have full confidence in that. Although, the only difficult part for that is just, well, I can't really, I already have patience, so that's not really a problem. It's the brainstorming. It's the actual having to put, it's not even so much footwork, it's just having to find the basically like the donator, or make a fundraiser, get it, set that up. And, like how me and Aunt Serena did. It's really not that hard, but it's just, I mean, to gather all kinds of people together in one, place, it is kind of, it's going to take I can't do it by myself, I'll tell you that, so. Maybe I can. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. But I called Auntie Serena last night. I guess she was busy, so I tried again today, earlier. She didn't answer again, and then I tried her again, and she finally did answer, but she said she answered really quick, and she said, hi, and I said, hi, and then she said, oh, well, I'm napping right now, so I said, well, I'm sorry. Can we talk later? And she goes, yeah, call me at 5. Bye. And that was it. And so I said, okay, bye. Yeah, I know. Oh, okay. I kind of heard about that, but yeah. So I know. I'm listening to God's directions right now, and so far so good, because I haven't done anything that I wanted to do. So, or not even so much what I want to do, but I'm just sticking to the plan right now. Okay, so as far as I know, I have to go through Auntie Serena, because that's all I mean, she has experience with that, and I know that she'll be able to help me in that area as far as that goes. So that, unless do you think that's a good start? Or, I don't know, maybe, like, no, what I'm saying is, okay, so you asked me as far as well, obviously it is a business, although it's just started. It has not actually started, because it needs, obviously, every business in the entire world needs to start with funding, right? Now, obviously, my goal, Grandma, is I don't want to be, well, number one, and it's not even really so much of like, I really, and I'm going to say it like this, with all due love and respect for those out there that will never hear this conversation, but I'm saying it just out of respect for them as my friends, as far as I know them. I've known so many people online, and it's so crazy because I've never met, I've met one person out of all these people and parents and stuff, and just awesome people that have even helped me, just keep pushing and motivated to keep even to get to here, And with that being said, there's this thing as we call it the movement, okay? What I do, we all have contributed in a part of, all our goal is, each and every one of us, as far as I know, is just to help families. And I'm not going to go all crazy and say, you know what, I'm going to be the one to stop CPS. If it happens, it happens, Hooray. Hallelujah. But right now, that's a little bit too much for me to even go there right now. I can't. But as far as right now goes, it's like, I can do this. I can do this part. I know I can. This is what I do, and I can do it. And it's going to take a little bit of time and a little bit of effort, But it's nothing as hard as what I have done, and the studying and the crying and all that. So I finally am at a point in my life in this journey, as far as the whole, even just to get my kids back, and I'm content with the fact that at least 4 of my children out of my 5, they're safe. They're okay. They're not with the strangers. They're not with some, somebody I don't know. But at the same time, and I'm not going to get on to that. I'm just saying it's a part of this. It's a part of, and it's going to stay a part of the story, and it will always be a part of it. And it's my kids. It started with them, but my whole goal, and I believe what God wants, why I even am doing this, through God and for God, and for the children that are sorry, I'm gonna get emotional, that are lost in the system. I just want to be able to help parents that really, had even my mom, who knows where she'd be if she really had somebody to say, to grab her hand and say, hey, Sylvia, I can help you, Who knows if she ever would have been in prison? Who knows? But as far as me goes, I have such a, Grandma, like how many times did I come from court, crying and just distraught and just, discouraged and all that. And I'm not trying to get all emotional, but it's just like, that's the truth. That is what's going on in America. It's not just me, And it's so sad, and I refuse to be a American, so-called, to even claim to be an American, or even, it's sickening how people, it's just, the Democrats and the Republicans, even, I used to be for Trump, but it's like, what are they doing? Nobody's doing anything, and I want to be at least one person to do a little bit, even though it's not the biggest piece, but it's a piece in the trying, so that's just where I know, but you know what, Grandma? I was built for it. That's what I was put here for, and I'm just gonna say, and whether I'm just watch. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be. It has not been easy, Grandma. You know this. Reforms. It needs to be replaced. It needs to be the way it's supposed to be. If it's gonna exist, it's gonna exist the way it's supposed to be. And I'm gonna make sure that one way or another, there's gonna be services. So when a parent actually does, and I'm not gonna say I'm gonna change the world or change every parent, because no, there's always gonna be addicts. Heck,
but that's, and I'm gonna incorporate that, grandma. That's the biggest thing of it all. It won't work unless God is in it. You know, that's the base of it all. Do you understand? So it's gonna have, the biggest part of it is gonna be its services to service the community, to help. That's what we're supposed to love each other and help each other. How can a country will never be a country? That's why we're falling apart, is because we're all divided. They're trying to separate everything. That's why, what do you think they kept telling us, this big old lie? The virus wasn't, it was a virus, but it wasn't made, that was a game plan. That was planned out to see who's stupid enough to just to follow their orders when it comes down to the big one, where they just want to take control, and they're already starting to do that. Well, if I start with this now, I'm hoping maybe, just maybe, I don't know, maybe that could change a little bit from instead of it, the world is going to, and please excuse me, Grandma, it's going to shit right now, Grandma, and the evil people are taking over in the most disgusting and horrific way. I mean, I just found out that I was in a doc started getting really teary-eyed. I said, I'm getting really teary-eyed right now because I just found out that I was in a documentary. And I wasn't in the whole thing. It was me and Jason in the hospital. They took a snippet of our video from the hospital with Josiah. Okay, and they put it in this documentary. Well, the documentary is about not only foster children, but just children in general that go missing every year because there's sickos that do stuff to babies, really sick stuff, and it's scary. And it's scary to know that my son's even though he's I can't even say it, Grandma, but I think he got adopted out, and it's I can't leave him in there. I can't just be like, oh, okay, he's adopted now. Okay, well, have a nice life. Bye. See you later, son. No. Yes, Cloud. Yeah, exactly. It's the baby I had. Oh yeah, I remember him. Oh yeah, how is he? Oh yeah. No, he's not to me. He's my son, and I've never forgot about him. I know, but it's so Grandma. I try every day. I don't even like to. I honestly, I wouldn't even say all this while he was here. Jason is here, but I usually do not even talk about this. I wouldn't say this in the open usually because he's very which is understandable. He we all deal with things differently, and it's understandable. So I respect that, usually, but right now I'm talking to you, and it's just, it has to come out, because it's, so I called, because I never stopped, I take little breaks here and there so I don't look like a crazy person, and they don't try to make up some stuff about me and come after me, Lord forbid, they should make up some story and put me in a straitjacket, because that's with my luck. So I try to play it safe, and I just, I call every so often, but every so often. And I make, my little notes, I email, I send it out to all the, everybody. I mean, the clerks, you name it. The councilman, I have every single email address you could ever think of. Okay? I've went online and gotten a hold of them. We can talk on the phone for hours and until I explain to you how much I have tried to contact somebody to actually get answers, but I'm still trying, and nobody wants to tell me nothing, and that's okay. It's because one day I am going to get an answer, and I know that. Just like with this, I'm telling you. But his birthday's coming up. Cloud's birthday is coming up on October 15th. It's his third birthday. He's still just 15th. Yes, he was born at 8:43 in the morning. He's a Libra. In the morning, yes.
Yeah, well, he was born on the 15th and he was taken the next day. So, and they came in the middle of the night, scumbags. They took him in the middle of the night. You really, like that. Literally, it was like 11 o'clock at night. Jason he just left to go, or he was gonna come, no, he was gonna come from work. He was just getting off of work. Literally just getting off of work or something like that. And I was waiting for him. I was feeding the baby in my hospital room. We had no problem. See, that's the great, see, and we've talked, I think we kind of talked about, but I don't remember if I told you this, but that's the whole craziness about it, Grandma, is the whole entire stay, it was like nothing. Like, I really, seriously, like, they didn't treat me, okay, with some of my other children they did, but I'm talking about this particular time with him, this delivery, this hospital at Arrowhead, that was never an issue, really. We've already discussed it. It was discussed, Grandma. I was supposed to go home. We had a case plan to go home. And that home, even though obviously we didn't have an actual home, but we made arrangements to have his mom, allow us to, if they needed to go and check out the place, it's not like we were bad parents, because I wasn't, regardless, but we would have made it happen, just like we tried to do with Sky. But anyways, we were supposed, the plan was, it was already discussed with the hospital staff, I even spoke to the pediatrician by myself, for him, the actual for Cloud, he had his own doctor, which is a pediatrician, I can't say the word right now. You know what I'm talking about, right? So, yeah, the tongue twister for me. The pediatrician, and it was a man. He was like, he was a young man, but he knew his stuff, and he just came in my room really quick, and he was like, he honestly, he was really cool. I really liked that guy. Like, he was really up straight and honest. And all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, Grandma. By the time he left, and I know for a fact that he was straight with me. He wasn't one of them. Okay, you gotta understand. Like, there's certain people that just are. I'm not kidding you. That's just what they do. They're just this spiteful, evil, wicked. I can't even call him a human being. Okay, but anywho, there was a couple of the staff members that just were really. They had it out for us. And they literally told us, Grandma, me, and not just me, but told Jason too, and looked us in our face and said, if you guys don't comply, basically telling us, if you guys don't obey our orders, if you don't listen to what we tell you, you're not leaving with that baby, and that baby's going to go to CPS. It wasn't about drugs although that's what they said eventually, okay? And I had marijuana in my system because I have not, anyways, it was approved, okay? Long story short, the doctor said it was okay as long as I signed the papers to stop breastfeeding and put him on a bottle. And I did that strictly based off the doctor's orders, okay? And he said, listen, Mom, he didn't even call me, he didn't call me by my last name or even my name. He called me Mom. He goes, listen, Mom. He goes, he's like, because he was looking at me, he's like, I really, this is not, like, I'm not really, it's not a big deal to me, but you know what, just so you won't have any problems, just sign the papers and just don't worry about it, just make sure that you sign the papers and, you guys can go home, that's it. He goes, okay. He goes, do you understand? I said, yeah, okay. I signed the paper, and the next thing you know, here comes this lady, she just started, Grandma. At the time, she was only, are you there? Grandma. Okay, at the time, the female that I'm talking about right now, the one that came in after him, like later on, and it wasn't night yet. It was like barely like about to like be like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6, right? And she came in and she was brand new, like she just started, okay? She was only like 26, okay? This 26-year-old making like
I somewhere around like $140,000 a year for a social worker. Yes, compared to, they're not supposed to be making that much money as a legitimate, what a real social worker's average pay is. And I have a website, but I'm not going to get on into that. But just believe me when I say that she makes at least double the rate that she's supposed to be making legally. It's pathetic. Anyways, and so she comes in. Her name is. She introduced herself. She goes, hi, my name is Sharon Gonzalez. I will never forget that name ever in my life. She basically, she did an assessment, and once again, everything was okay, supposedly. Hold on. Is that puppy crying? My puppy's crying. Anyways, so she basically, she BS'd me, okay? And she basically just told me, she told me a dream, and she made me believe that we were gonna go home again. Like that's what was supposed to happen because like I told you the story already. Well, instead, what she went and did, she's a very wicked, evil lady. That little, she's not as young anymore, but she still works there. Anyways, she went back to her little office or whatever, and had a little chit chat with her what do you call it? What's the name? Supervisor. Okay. Got a warrant. What do you call it? What's the word? Approved. Okay. Yeah. So she went and did that, and then she came back in the middle of the night. At that time, I told you, like around 11, she came in with another. I forgot her name, but she was like she wasn't like she was just to assist her. Like they bring a partner for those type of. Anyways, and with one, she had a Colton PD cop with her. And as soon as she came in with my nurse, and that's what blew my mind even more, was I looked at my nurse like, you traitor, Like I was just instantly disgusted with my nurse, and I literally, I wanted to just fly and just attack her, but Lord, but anyway, so they walked in, and my nurse, I can't believe I even called her that. She let them in my room, and it was dark because it was nighttime. I could barely see them, but I just knew. Okay, and as they walked in, I looked at the officer and I said, "Hold on, stop right there," because I know because I have rights, right? But I'm not going to get all into that stuff. But what I said was, "Hold on, my puppy. Why are you crying, baby? Come here." So I told the officer, I said, excuse me, sir, because I still was trying to be respectful. I said, but it didn't work. But anyways, I said, excuse me, sir, but can I please have a moment? Can I speak to you alone for a moment, please? Just me and you. And mind you, Grandma, I'm holding Klaus. Okay? He's in my arms. I'm feeding him. And he was asleep. I think he fell asleep. He was actually like sleeping. To be quite, so I'm holding him, and I call the officer and I said, and I'm looking, straight at him in his face, and I'm saying, I'm looking at him like, please, just hear me out. And he's like, he looked at me and he goes, yeah, hold on a second. And he looked at her and he said, whatever he said, and I guess he told her to wait outside the door real fast, right? So she went, and he comes back, and he goes, okay, what's up? And I'm looking at it, and I just started, I just started crying, and I said, look, are you a father? And he's like, yeah. I said, so like, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna try to, run a little story, I'm not gonna try to, BS you too, but, here, just please, and I'm crying as I'm saying this. I'm not gonna reenact it, but it was a little bit more dramatic, okay? Like a lot more dramatic. I mean, this was my only chance. Like I honestly did not expect that for him to actually do that for me. I didn't know what else to do, and I did, and I was alone, so. That was my only, I don't know, my only hope, way I thought in my mind at the time. This is my only chance to maybe, who knows, maybe, okay? So when he did that and he's talking to me, I'm like, okay, I gotta make this good, I gotta really, it wasn't like I'm lying, but it was just like, I didn't even know what I was gonna do if he said no or actually did take him, I was just praying and crying to him, and I'm, just spilling my soul out to him, and I'm just like, I'm holding clouds still, and it's just like surreal, and I'm just like, I explained everything to him, and I said, look, you just told me you're a father, right? Do you blame me? Like, because I told him the truth. I said, look, I had him under a different name, because when she came in, I forgot that part, what was that? Grandma, when she came in, she didn't address me as how do you say, I was under a different name. So she should have asked for the name that I was under Gianna Trevino. That was my made up name, okay? Because my regular name is flagged as soon as I go in. Puppy, go lay down. So when she came in, she asked for my real name, and I'm like, and I looked at her, and she goes, so what's your real name, Brianna? And I looked at her, and I didn't answer her, and that's when I asked her to leave, and I asked him to talk to me, right? So anyway, so I told him the truth, and I said, look, do you blame me? Like, what else was I supposed to do? What kind of mother would I be if I didn't try to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm still crying, and like, I'm really, at this point now, I'm really crying my eyeballs out, so I'm just like, within seconds, he's just probably going to be taken out of my arms right now, and so I just looked at him and I just said, please don't take him, please. I go, please don't. And he looked at me and he looked at the nurse, and he looks, honestly, it was kind of messed up because I did see like, but you know what, in the end he did still do it, so it's like, I'll never understand that, Grandma. Like, how do they do that? Even if that was my job, I would kill. I would get fired. There's no way I could walk into a hospital room and say, you know what, I'm sorry, but there is no excuse. But he did for a little tiny moment, for a little bit. He had a little speck of humanity inside of him, and he really did. He teared up. He really did. I put him on the spot, and he looked like, man, you put me in a hard place right now, lady, And I kind of waited a little bit, but he brought her back in. They gave me the warrant, and they took him straight out of my arms with no, like literally didn't even allow, like you would expect or would think somebody would be like, you know what, I'm going to give you like 5 more minutes. No, they just went straight to grab him. And I was just like, you guys are evil. You guys are sick. And there's a special place for you, all of you that just did this. And I'm telling you right now, God is going to deal with you. I don't have hate in my heart for you, but what you are is despicable, and you're wicked and you're evil, and you should not exist in this world. You're disgusting. How dare you? And they just took him, and then I had to call him and tell him, and it was just horrible. I basically went to sleep by myself, and I had to wait till he got there. But it was even more like having to tell him like that nobody will ever know how that feels. It is the most awful feeling to have to not just experience that, but then have to tell your, your partner, your person that you have your baby with, oh, hey honey, don't bother coming, but just know that when you get here, he's not here. So they took him again, but, so as, right now, I think they adopted him out, and, I'm telling you, I think, but it's not finalized, Donna. It's, yeah, I know, I was gonna read you my Bible real fast, hold on, so I'm gonna read you something, hold on. Jay, what are you spraying? Jason, what are you spraying? Horrible. Okay, hello, sorry about that. No comment. Okay, so I'm gonna read you some worse and a lot worse and a lot better at the same time. No, I'm just okay. Anyway, so listen, please, because I'm grandma. I'm getting delirious right now. I've been up all night doing stuff, so I'm kind of getting like really sleepy. And he sprayed some stuff. I can't breathe in here. Sorry, I'm trying not to lose focus right now. No, okay, but just I know I'm trying. I have to do this. I have to do this. The devil's a liar, and I need to read my Bible really fast. Hold on. So I'm gonna read you this because I can't breathe in here. You know how the devil works? He tries to do little stupid stuff to, like I don't know, maybe spray something so you can't breathe, and maybe you just might choke, and oh, there goes Brianna. Oh, oopsie. Hold on.